Hey there, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. I am Aaron, and this is a late night video, which I did not think I was going to be doing because basically, hey there, Dustin, welcome, man. Basically, I work tomorrow, but I work later on today. Hey, Adrian, welcome. So I want to do a video right here on the regular channel talking about hey, Brian, welcome, man. About the upcoming Vinegar syndrome stuff. And the partner laborers, hey there, Scott, hello. Because I was asked by a few people to come on and to talk about the stuff. They hadn't heard me pretty much yet. I've done a lot of tier lists recently, and they haven't heard me just talk movies in a while. And they said there's a lot of negativity. Let's try and get some positivity back. So let's try and do that. Hey there, Ricky, welcome, man. Understandable, Dustin. Well, at least you're here for this. So what we're going to do tonight, we are going to dive deep into the Vinegar cinema releases because there's some really cool stuff to look at, some cool stuff to talk about. This, for me, is really, really good stuff. Not only that, but there's also some partner label stuff. Yo, Jordan, welcome, man. That really makes me excited as well. So we got things on both sides of the spectrum. I know a lot of people are doing the 31 Days of Horror, hashtag 31 Days of Horror. Definitely anyone that's doing that, streaming that or doing that, check out their channels because a lot of people do amazing stuff with that. I watched Devil's Story tonight, had a blast with that one. And I watched a nun horror one, which is Terminal Island as well, which is also a really freaking good movie. Anyway, let's get into the Vinegar syndrome stuff. Let's dive right into it. I can see our messages up here. And we are going to look at everything that's coming out. Yo, Iceman, welcome, man. It's been a while. And we're going to talk about the stuff. Going to give you my thoughts on everything. Going to give my uncensored, unadulterated opinion. And I'm not going to lie, it's pretty positive. Because there's some really good stuff coming out from Vinegar syndrome this year. I just realized something. Did I forget to share my screen? I did. Give me a second. So here we go. And we'll look at the main stuff first. And we'll go into the partner labels afterwards. But we will dive into each one of these and see exactly what's done. Second craft, yeah, it was surprised me. I expected it. I don't know what I expected, but I expected not to like it, and I kind of dug it. I thought it was kind of cool for what they did. Obviously, it wasn't really garnered towards my age range or my demographic, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. I agree. These are some really solid titles. Ticks. I missed out on the olive edition of Ticks, and that one was pretty much almost threadbare when it came to features. All it had, I think, was a commentary, which is on here, so you're not missing out on anything if you missed out on the olive one. Plus, there's a bunch of other features. There's a new partner label. So we're going to look at these right now. Take me at the picture, and we'll look right at the titles right here. So what do we got here? And let's go straight into Ticks. It's a 4K release. I never, ever thought Ticks was going to get a 4K release. Now, what's really, really neat about this isn't just your regular 4K. This isn't like Terminal Island where the 4K is just a slip cover. No, it is a slip. It's a kind of a little slip cover, like a box or inside of a slip cover is really what it is. Because we got to see, there you go. This is the outer one. You can see this is done. Look at that notch right there. That is done kind of think of a slimmer version of what they did for Scanner's Cop. That's what they're doing here. We got a hard case that that is side loaded with a regular slip cover on the inside of it, and you get your regular Ticks one here. This is the one that a lot of people remember when the movie Ticks. Now, this is actually a really fun film. We got Seth Green, Alfonso Ribeiro's in this, Amy Dolenz, obviously the daughter of Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees, and there's actually a pretty cool cast. And even though I don't normally like these, there's a young Seth Green there and Alfonso Ribeiro, so even though I don't like a lot of these style films, I do like these monster films like this. Creature feature stuff is super fun. We got Clint Howard in a really cool little role here. Rosalind Allen is in this film. Feature-wise, it's pretty solid too. We get a new 4K scan of this. So you're gonna have a 4K UHD disc and the Blu-ray disc. So even if you're not into 4K yet or you're not quite there, you still got the Blu-ray disc and you're ready and set for when you go 4K. There's a commentary track with director Tony Randall, Clint Howard, and moderated by Nathaniel Thompson. I think that's the older commentary track. This seems to be a newer one here too, with Doug Beswick and Yancey Calzada, moderated by Jeff Begos. And we got a Under the Skin Making of Ticks, an extended 3-part making of documentary with Tony Randall, Rosalind Allen, Doug Beswick, Amy Dolans, Brent Friedman, Leslie Rosenthal, composer of Christopher Stone, and executive producer Brian Yuzna. That is amazing stuff. Hey there, George. Welcome, man. Yeah, Ticks is pretty gory, Ricky. Gory in a fun way, not a gory in a just too bad. Like, are you excited about Ticks? This is region free, George, by the way. And of course, it's got Seth Green from Buffy. It's got Alfonso Ribeiro from Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I do really, really dig this cover. So who did this? Is this the dude designs, or is this the other guy? No, Tom Hodge and Earl Kess. They do great work. They do great work. I love we got Seth Green or Alfonso Ribeiro and Amy Dolan's right there on the cover. I love the back of this with Clint Howard. And the inside ones creep me out, but I love it, man. I love it nonetheless. This is gory in the good way and not in the overly gory, just to be gory type of way. It's a fun, cheesy creature feature. It's a monster flick, and it's so much fun. And I do highly recommend this one. It's at 48 right now, Canadian, which it's going to be around 30 something there, American. But regular price 75 Canadian, probably around 50 something American. Is that a good price for a 4K edition of Ticks with a slip cover and an outside harder case as well? Is that something? Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I think that's decent. I know things are going up in price, but that's inflation. That happens. We all got to choose what we want to get, and I will put Ticks on that list, man. Next up is The Laughing Dead. Now, I haven't heard a lot about The Laughing Dead since the days of Gore Zone. So if you're older like me, you'll remember Gore Zone magazine. So Gore Zone, I gotta move off of that, even though it's dry. It's a drawing, so we're fairly safe. It's not actual nudity. This is definitely a gore fest of a film. Been a long time since I've heard the name The Laughing Dead. I don't even know if I even actually watched this movie. I'm trying to remember if I did. I can't remember seeing it, but I remember reading all about it in Gore Zone and seeing the pictures and reveling in that. Hey, Seven Tech, welcome, man. I was missing some Cardona. Not gonna let me live that down, are you, man? But we got some good stuff here. We got some great stuff. We got Tim Sullivan in this one, Wendy Webb, Premica Eaton, Patrick Ross Kowick, Larry Kagan, Chris Hakeem, and we got a commentary here with writer, director, producer, I totally can't pronounce that. An Unholy Assembly crafting the Laughing Dead and extended making of documentary. That should be really super cool. This one isn't in a regular slipcase. I gotta say, that excites me. That really, really does excite me. But we're gonna leave this one here till last. We're gonna go straight to this double feature. Now it's Underneath Too Beautiful to Die. These are two giallos that are set in the world of modeling. Now, don't think that these are sequels to one another. They're not. People see these take these as they're going to be a sequel, but it's not. It's cool. It's definitely very cool. And don't let that be a negative. That's actually a positive. You get two solid giallos on here from the mid to late 80s. We got Nothing Underneath right here. And God, she's a famous model too. Actually, that girl is. And right here we got Too Beautiful to Die. I love the look of this, but Nothing Underneath for me, that side is definitely a better one. So basically, it's a slipcase. I am totally not disappointed in Semtech, but you know that. You know it's iffy on Ebola syndrome, but I'm sure it'll get a release down the road, and maybe even from Vinegar syndrome too. But for people to be upset that it wasn't the Ebola syndrome and that it turned out to be ticks, kind of blows my mind. Because so there's always going to be some people that are going to be upset about stuff. What can you do, man? What can you do? So far, there's absolutely nothing here that upsets me. Now, I haven't been reading through the descriptions of these here. I can do that if you guys want. So we got there. Bob Crane's has long maintained a psychic connection to his twin sister, Jessica, who works as a fashion model in Milan. When Bob senses that his sister might be injured or killed, he travels to Italy to look for her, only to discover that he's vanished without a trace. Enlisting the help of a bet-retire Commissioner Denisi, Bob soon finds himself embroiled in a web of mystery and terror when a scissors-wielding killer, I love this already, begins to strike, and all clues lead back to Jessica. Highly entertaining and unexpectedly raunchily period giallo, clearly taking cue from the American slasher craze. That's definitely a positive. So this is a giallo with a kind of a slasher adjacentness to it. We got Tom Shanley. I've seen him and stuff, but I don't remember from Dexter though. Danish fashion model Renee Simonson, and Donald Pleasance, of course, is in this one. Pino Donaggio does the score. I'm glad it was a VSU release, because anytime it's a VSU release, I got to pay for those. I got to pay more. So this is in my package, and I'm kind of digging that. I'm really kind of digging the fact that it's done like that. I like these new ones that they're doing, like these Scanner Cop ones and these ones. Like, I think the horror ones are going to kind of stay outside the package. Always going to add another Donald Pleasance to the collection. Gotta agree with you there, man. Gotta add some Donald Pleasance in your life. And whenever you can get more Donald Pleasance to add to your life, that's always a good thing. Second film here, a group of high fashion models have been invited to an isolated house to attend a party. As the night wears on, one of the models falls victim to a deadly quote-unquote accident, which sets in motion a series of brutal murders, all traced back to a shocking secret. An in-name only sequel to Nothing Underneath. Yeah, there you go. With commercial director Dario Piano's feature film debut. Quickly paced, ultra-stylized, satisfyingly violent giallo slasher hybrid, which stars French TV star Francois-Eric Gendron, Florence Garan from Faceless, and Randy Ingerman from Two Jakes. So we got some quality stuff here. I think this package definitely is worth it. They're missing two. I think the picораmas were just shifted around. If anything, like with the double feature picorama that you got from Phantasm, I think the picораmas are solid and the same. They're still missing two box sets. But I will say that X kind of goes a bit of a it's not a regular. It's almost like a VSU, but not quite. You know what I mean? So that one almost goes into I'm not sure if it places box there or not, but it gets close there. At least it's satisfying. It's satisfying release. Hey there, Alan. Schitt's Creek is an amazing show, and I love Deadwood too. I wish we would have got a good conclusion. So we got on here. There's two discs here. They're region free as well. So George, the region free that's here, man. First one, we got a commentary track by Stereo Continues. We got a commentary track with Rachel Nesbitt, which is going to be fantastic because Rachel Nesbitt is the bomb. She's really great with this stuff. Interview with two of the screenwriters here. Interview with the composer. That's going to be awesome. Interview with Tom Shanley. We get a second commentary track by Rachel Nesbitt. So I'm super excited for that. Well, we won't have anything in December this time, Ricky, because maybe they'll add another one to the November package. I'm not quite sure, because now December is like the partner label month, so things have been kind of like gone topsy turvy. We haven't got to the Camille Keaton one yet, Anthony. Don't worry, you came in just in time because we're about to get to it, and I'm gonna be inclined to agree with you. So I'm gonna put this on the Camille Keaton one. I am gonna go grab my tea, which is out there steeping. I'll be right back, and we are gonna look and dive into Camille Keaton in Italy, and I'm gonna say this right now. 2 box sets, really. I'm sure they'll work it out. But I got faith that that Vinegar Surname do well with their subscribers. But let's look at this in a second. There's a neat little specialness to this design that I want to talk to you guys about. That looks really cool. I'll be right back, and we'll talk Camille Keaton in Italy. Talk amongst yourselves here for a second, because we're going to dive right in this. We got the partner labels to look at. We got a VSA to look at. What an amazing night for releases. And guys, I'm back. This is October, my first video of October, and I thought this would be a good way to start. I'm going to try and get a collection video on here as well. So I'll during the month of October. So I won't tell you yet what that's going to be, but yeah, we're going to get one of those on here. As you know, as Stu says on the screen, I'll be right back. I'm actually kind of still here. You don't realize it, but I'm, it's almost like being the invisible man. I'm waiting for the kettle to boil. Apparently, I did not turn it on like I thought I did, or I did, and it just wasn't totally boiled. So let's look at Camille Keaton for a second here. Who doesn't want to look at Camille Keaton? She is utterly gorgeous. And of course, from their famous or infamous film, I Spit on Your Grave. And as always, love singer and everything. We got 3 movies here. We're going to read through all 3 of these. I think this is going to be like an amazing one to look at. I haven't got to check out Midnight Mass yet, Dustin, but I've heard lots of great stuff about it. I really want to check it out. So we got Madeline. Madeline has endured a traumatizing miscarriage, finding herself increasingly lost in bizarre nightmares. She begs to question her life. She begins to question her life and happiness, taking refuge in extramarital affairs and unstoppable hedonism. But how long can she hide from reality before the brutal consequences of her actions catch up to her? That sounds incredible, actually. An eerie, sensual, character-driven mood piece, which is highly reliant on unsettling dream sequences. Offers one of Camille Keaton's strongest performances. We got Pielo Senator from Eaten Alive here. Silvano Tranquilli from Legend of Blood Castle. Pierre Maria Razzi from The Messiah. Carlo Collini, the guy that did Autopsy, the guy that shot Autopsy, is working on this one. So this is already some pretty awesome stuff, like some super awesome stuff, I gotta say. We got a region-free Blu-ray for this one right here. Newly scanned 4K restoration from a 35 OCN. Commentary track to Camille Keaton and Art Edinger. That's that's going to be fantastic. Passport to Kill, a brand new interview with actress Camille Keaton. Audio essay by film historian and critic Rachel Nesbitt. She has all of these features, and I am so loving it. Alternate Italian burning baby sequence. There's something. It'll be cool. Original trailer, Camille Keaton still gallery, reversible cover art, and English subtitles. She wasn't What Have You Done to Solange. She was actually Solange in that one. Good call, Iceman. She doesn't have like the biggest role, but she has the most important role. She's the one that it has been done to, which causes the murders in the first place. If anybody here that has not seen the Giallo, What Have You Done to Solange, I 110% recommend it. It is such a good film. Now I'm really going to get my tea and not just psych you out like I did a second ago. I will be right back, and we will be looking at Tragic Ceremony and the other film down there, which I think is called Sex of the Witch. And by the way, these just keep getting better, but I really, really like the thought on Madeline, because I really like a film that looks like it's going to be kind of like a trippy and different and unusual and more challenging. Like everything doesn't have to be like, we don't expect like just because it's Vinegar Cinema, okay, this is going to be the bottom feeding of cinema. We want it to be some great stuff, and they've been doing some great stuff in the last little while. Terminal Island, recommend that one highly. And Devil's Story, it's insane, but I gotta recommend it. I'll be right back. It would be amazing to see them release some Category 3 stuff. And don't think that's out of the sorry, it's out of the equation yet. Tragic Ceremony. It's Ricardo Friday, so already some incredible stuff. Ricardo Friday, of course, is the godfather, the start of Italian horror. He did the very first Italian horror film that came out in Italy, so that's actually kind of cool. We got a foursome of young friends enjoying themselves in the countryside, happen upon a secluded villa. Believing the place to be empty, they decide to investigate only to stumble upon a grisly, in-progress satanic rite. That's cool. Barely escaping with their lives. It's not long before evil forces begin to torment them. So we got Ricardo Friday here, not just like Camille Keaton, but Ricardo Friday. That can't be underscored. Ricardo Friday is so underrated. Exactly, Cemetery. Because people kind of like sleep on him a lot. Westerns would be incredible to see them put out more. Less Than the Dust really is the only thing I've seen them put out with Western wise. So we got who we have in this one here? So we got Camille Keaton, Tony Esbert. Oh, Luciana Paluzza. She's from Thunderball. There you go, right there. We got Luci Pistelli from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, of course. Scored by Stavio Cipriani, who did Bay of Blood. Really looking forward to this. This set looks like it's going to be like the bomb, right? We got a new 2K restoration from the 35mm OCN. Commentary by Sam Deegan. Who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love having Sam Deegan commentary tracks? I know I do. Amazing. Love Sam Deegan stuff. Her one for I Start Counting, worth it alone. Worth the price of the admission. Camille's European Adventures, an archival interview with actress Camille Keaton. That's going to be cool. A Steel Gallery, reversible cover arts. That's actually pretty cool there, too. We do Sex of the Witch, which we got wealthy patriarch of the Hilton family has just died, and his heirs have gathered at the family castle to collect on their inheritance. Ooh, this is a nice trope here. However, it's not long before a black-clad killer strikes, bumping off several members of the Hilton clan. That's really good. I'm surprised it didn't sell better. In gruesome fashion, as the police begin their investigation, long-buried secrets are revealed, including curses and connections to black magic. An almost impossibly trashy mix of gothic horror, sex drama, and giallo overtones. Angelo Panaccio's Sex of the Witch is a gloriously perverse slice of Euro sleaze featuring Camille Keaton alongside Jessica Dublin. Toxic Avengers films, right? Yes, Toxic Avenger 2 and 3. Franco Garofalo from Varus. Donald O'Brien, okay, we have from Zombie Holocaust. Vinegar Cinema presents the world Blu-ray debut of Sex of the Witch, newly restored with nearly 10 minutes of additional long-lost sex. So you got more witch sex in there than was initially in there. Came in 1973. We got a newly scanned 2K restoration from the 35mm OCN, commentary track with film historian and author Kat Ellinger, original trailer, Camille Keaton's Steel Gallery. Honestly, when you get to the point where you say, we got a commentary here by Kat Ellinger on a film, that's all you need. Like, it's okay if there's like a featurette or some talking heads or a documentary, but Kat Ellinger documentary? Kat Ellinger commentary? Come on. Kat Ellinger, Sam Deegan, Rachel Nesbitt. These are people. Hey there, Jason. Welcome, Matt. These are people who you look for on a commentary because you know it's going to make it so much better, and it's going to be so much fun. Man, I'm so excited about this. Now, let's look here at the look of the set for a second. And let's see something here. I'm not sure if it's like just the way that it's done, but it kind of intrigues me. So this looks like, I think this is going to be a regular box set. It's not like a Cardona one. I think it's going to be more like the regular stuff, like their Forgotten Jelly stuff. But look here. Look at this here, kind of the way that it kind of scopes down and kind of rounds off here. I really dig this. I really dig that design. And you can see it here on the back as well. It kind of scopes down like this, kind of like a rounded design, which I hope is how they keep it. And I can't wait to see the side of the box. And Box and Ticks made the month for you. Every single one of these, man. There's not one here that I don't recommend. Like, I don't know enough about Laughing Dead to say, okay, grab Laughing Dead. It's a total one. But I think with Ticks, Camille Keaton, in Italy, we got a Nothing Underneath, Too Beautiful to Die one there. Laughing Dead is gravy. Would I recommend the October package? Well, let's get into the VSA and let's see if I'd recommend the October package for sure. Because at this point, the answer is yes. Yes, I would recommend the October package. We got here the gray VSA, and I don't know if I know this one. This is very different. So very different artwork from the regular VSAs. Lately, we've seen like a much more cartoony look. By Hammer Films playing cards. That's actually kind of cool. I will look that up. My dad actually gave me some Hammer playing cards, like not playing cards, but actually like trading cards a few years back. Too mainstream. Are you serious? Cinematheque. Have you been on that website again? Have you been on that forum? You been on that forum again, man? Gotta stop going there. It can depress you. All right. Yeah, it is. It's a really cool, unique artwork. What's this? Good friend, for Jesus' sake forbear to dig the dust enclosed here. Blessed be the man that sparks these stones, and cursed be thy that moves my bones. Well, okay, I like that already. I gotta check the part layouts too. I did like to look at them before, but I want to get a deep dive here and like re-looking at these. So I think this one here is like, we can look at the pictures on this one. The other ones I was trying to be pretty safe. So we got Giovanni Ribisi, Craig Schaefer's on here as well. Josh Charles says his name. A little check. Eric Roberts. Anthony Michael Hall. Yeah. If you're going to see Halloween Kills, and either you're watching a Peacock or watching at your local theater, there's Anthony Michael Hall right there, the guy that's playing Tommy Doyle. And of course, most people know him from things like 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, or if you're a little bit younger, you probably know him from the Dead Zone TV series. This is really good. This is really good cast here. I think there's Gabrielle Anwar there as well. So let's look at this a bit more. Let's dive down and see what they got. Sometimes these don't have a lot of features on them, but the VSAs are different. Now this one is limited to 5,000 for the slipcase. Now they said they may put a standard edition in the future, and I was asked by a couple people if I think that them putting out a standard edition like lessens the fact that it's a VSA. Like, not at all. Like, I'm glad that there's people that may not be able to get it. Not yet, Ricky. I actually got to get. I'm behind by 3. I got to get whatever it takes. I have to pick up Grave Secrets, and I have to pick up House of Usher. Those are the 3 that I'm hoping that they last till the sale, because that's when I'll probably grab those 3 there. It's 3 I got left to get, and I'm hoping there won't be any more come out until then. But there's probably going to be. All right, so what do we got here? What's this about? Oh, yes. Anyway, so people ask me if, because they may do a standard edition, does that take away from the specialness of the VSA limited edition? I don't think so, because the limited edition VSAs, we're getting a special hard case that comes with that. There is a giant poster that comes with the VSA release. A standard release is going to be standard release. It's going to be, you're not going to have the hard box there. You're going to have a regular case. You're not going to have like the poster there. And I really think that the only people I think that will actually legitimately be angry Cinematheque about like them putting out like a standard edition are scalpers. That's the people that are going to be angry. And do we really care if scalpers get angry? Because I don't at all. People that collect this stuff and like this stuff, and you want to buy the VSA collector's edition, they're not going to wait till these all sell out and then buy the standard edition anyway. Because people that collect the VSAs for a specific reason. They're collecting them because they want to get the movie, and they want the packaging, and they want the poster. That's still limited. So if a standard edition comes out without the packaging, without the poster, yeah, it's hand numbered as well. Exactly, Iceman. So if you're collecting them, then that's why you're collecting them. You're not getting them just because, okay, like anybody's getting the standard edition, There are people that aren't collecting them. I think Vinegar Syndrome have neglected the adult titles recently. I think that this year has been hard for a lot of companies. I don't really think they've neglected their adult titles because last month we kind of got like Debbie Does Dallas 2, and I never thought it was going to get a Blu-ray release. I'm actually very surprised. Phantasm, I might have an inside track. I'll let you know that one. I was kind of expecting, but I was expecting Phantasm to get an actual regular release. Yeah, exactly. The limited edition, standard editions aren't as popular. They'll sell some, but they won't sell as many. And you know what? The more people that can get it, the better, right? Been my favorite packs of Vinegar Syndrome so far this year. For this year, it's probably I don't know all the titles for like next month, George. I'm thinking it's probably going to be November, but yeah, it's not quite halfway to Black Friday one because although I did like the titles there, Scanner's Cop was fantastic. Surf 2 was okay, a little weird, but okay. I enjoyed it. But I think at this point, until I know it's coming out in November, this is probably my favorite of the year so far. To be honest with you, like that, because I dig the Camille Keaton stuff a lot. I'm a big Giallo fan. You got a Giallo double feature here. I love monster movies. You got Ticks here and some 4K too. You got a monster thing right there. The Laughing Dead, which just looks like a fun kind of gore fest from back in the 80s. So you get a little bit of everything in this one. And I think that kind of, pardon the pun, ticks all the boxes. If you want to say, ticks all the boxes. Surf 2 is a weird choice, especially an unfortunate one after what happened in the news with the lead actor afterwards. But yeah, those things happen, man. You can't predict that stuff, can you? All right, so we got this one here. King, played by Craig Schaefer, and Tyne. Josh Charles. This is Josh Charles. Our inmates in North Carolina prison over the story of the grave, which promises buried treasures to anyone daring enough to embark on this quest. Naturally, the two break into the prison with the intent to dig up a mysterious loot, only to end up in a twisty crime and horror-filled saga. Sounds like a Tales from the Crypt episode involving fellow criminals, old flames, and a character only known as the priest, played by Keith David from They Live. Who we got in this one here? Yep, we got Eric Roberts, Gabrielle Anwar, Giovanni Ribisi, Donald Logue. I didn't see him there. Anthony Michael Hall, new 2K restoration from 35mm Vault Elements. Incredible. New 2K scan. We got a commentary from the director here. Interview with the writer-director. Interview with Keith David. That's actually really cool. Interview with cinematographer and interview with the special effects artist. Interview with the composer and the double-sided poster. There's a ton of stuff. This is a loaded VSA. Like, there's been some good VSAs with like features. This is a pretty loaded VSA. And I do love this cover. It's just got this different, like, ethereal, newsprinty, like, paper type. I kind of like it. Yeah, Surf 2, it may take a while to set up. It's really hard Cinematech when you're looking at these kind of like these comedies, like how they're going to go. Comedy it's the hardest sell, man. It's so subjective. I'm not like a huge fan of like a lot of these comedy ones. There's certain ones that hit me. I like Student Body, stuff like that, right? I can get into Wacko sometimes, can watch it, but not my favorite release by far. Looks like we've got a new T-shirt here as well. Sintoberfest 2021 Pumpkin Vision 2.0. It gives me a Tank Girl vibe. Is anybody like a Tank Girl fan? Like, know the comic? Yeah, I get a definite Tank Girl vibe from this here. Anything on the back? Guess not. Love these really close-up pictures, though. Kind of freaking me out. It's going to be expensive between these companies. I mean, there's so much coming out, man, Jason. So much. You gotta pick and choose, right? You gotta pick and choose. So am I the only? Okay, before I go any further, am I the only person getting a Tank Girl vibe out of this Pumpkin Vision 2.0? Because I'm getting like strong Tank Girl vibes, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. Looks like that all these are still available. I love the fact that they go up to a 5XL now, and down to an extra small as well. 3162 for my size. That's tempting. See, I didn't look at this before when I was looking at this on my we looked at this a bit on the Patreon one as well. We didn't look at this here, but yeah, I'm that kind of like heavy metal, like metal hurlant, like Tank Girls type of vibe. I'm liking this T-shirt more. But oh, we got a soundtrack. Again from Phantom Menace. Yeah, I see that, man. I see that. I do. Okay, well, if anybody wants to get some young Cycles and Love vinyl soundtrack, dudes, there's literally one left. So if anybody wants this one now, this is it. There's one left. Clear with purple and green grape splatter edition. So that should be really cool. How many tracks we got here? We got 21 tracks all together. We got the original 13 tracks plus some. We got around 8 bonus tracks there. No, I can't unsee this young Anakin thing. I wonder if that's what they're going for. See, I thought Tank Girl because I'm a real big Tank Girl person, but you're right. That definitely has a young Anakin look to it. Let's dive into the partner labels. Let's just go right in there. We can see there's a new partner label right there, Dark Star Pictures, which is pretty freaking awesome, I gotta say. So we got Boarding House, Summers of '84. I love this movie, actually. Saw this on Shudder. Last Matinee. Knife Plus Heart, Shit and Champagne, Shatter Dead, and Death of Nintendo. So we'll go dive into these one at a time. So Boarding House, kind of interested in this one. An Agfa, a Bleeding Skull one. There's a lot of features in this one. I did look at this one earlier. I think Master Chaos watched this over on his channel. I never get to see the watch throughs. I do want to get Censor. I don't know if we're going to get Censor right away, Ricky, but I really want to get Censor. Well, there's no Fun City this month. I'm guessing we'll probably get some Fun City in like the month November Cinematheque. And they did just like hit us with a box set too. So we got some Fun City to carry us over to the next month. So that's always a good thing right there. So has anybody seen Boarding House? I remember this only slightly. Nothing can prepare for Boarding House. Jim, a psychic gigolo, wears a leopard print thong, rents a haunted house to beautiful women with no ties. From there, this otherworldly slasher transformed into a sleazy, hallucinogenic maelstrom of gore, sex, chainsaws, pie fights, killer refrigerators, jacuzzis, beds that eat people, a new wave band called 33 1/3, and a leading lady known only as Kaluza. Boarding House is the first shot-on-video horror film to be blown up to 35mm and released theatrically. Are thrilled to bring the 35mm theatrical cut to home video for the first time in a 2-disc set, which also includes Psycho Killer, a previously unreleased alternate home video cut. That's actually pretty cool. Sally and Jess, a previously unreleased family film from the Mexican Boarding House. Okay, I kind of dig that actually. What's the 2-disc set? What we got on here anyway? We got the original home video cut of the film. We got the theatrical cut of the film. We got 2 cuts of the film already. Partial commentary with Agfa and Bleeding Skulls, Joseph Azimba and friends. Got the theatrical cut has a commentary another commentary with stars Morel, McKinley, and Sean King. We got a 35mm trailer here, home video trailers and TV spots. I don't know. It's I like the bad stuff, man. I like the bad stuff. But the thing is that there's more than on there. There's alternate cuts of the film. I'm not sure what cut you guys that was watched on there, but I'll be interested in seeing the other cut. I would also be interested in seeing the family film as well, and that has commentary too. So give them credit. They put music videos on here. There's an extra film on here. Agfa always does like incredible features and stuff on there. I've often found times when I'll go in to Agfa for one film and I'll end up liking the other film more. Like with Severin when they do Intervision and do a couple titles on there. Hey, Video Store Reviews, welcome, man. I'm so not gonna lie, kind of digging this. If I had the bones to grab all of the stuff, I definitely would. Hence the donation link down below. Hello, like, share, subscribe, all that type of stuff. I forgot to say that. There you go. YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe, all that. I would like to see that, but it'd be hard to do because you never know what the what partner labels are going to be putting out, right? But I can see them even maybe if they brought in a couple partner labels like Fun Seed Editions and maybe Utopia, ones that we know that got a pretty standard, know what they're doing for the next 6 to 12 months. With some of these here, I mean even Agfar, right? But some of these here, we're not quite sure on a monthly basis what you're going to get. So we got our next gun pattern Skyline here, and this is Summer of '84. This is an excellent. I can't say this. I cannot put this strongly enough. This is an excellent friggin' movie. Watched this on Shudder when it initially came out. I kind of wish it had the milk carton on the cover. You know the milk carton, right? So if anybody's seen this, amazing film. If you haven't seen it, gotta say I recommend. Is this like a slip inside of a slip again? It is. Wow. I always gotta try to go on fresh when I can. I'll never watch it on YouTube or Tubi. I'd get people to do, um, but it's for me. I got to go in blind. I really do. Look, if something I haven't seen or haven't seen in a long time, it just that's just my type of deal, man. I got to go in blind. So what do we got here? This is and Jason is right. I mean, this is definitely one of the really best, one of the better modern films. It's a great psychological thriller. It is so well done. Got the German Blu-ray, nice color. What we got? We got a 4K Blu-ray set here. Audio commentary with the filmmakers. We got a blooper reel, new interview with the cinematographer and composer, new interviews with the filmmakers, reversible cover artwork. We got some really cool stuff on here. Special limited rigid slipcase and slipcover set. I love that. I really do. Plus a foldable milk carton insert. Oh, are you serious? Is it here? Did he show it? Oh man, I really want this now. I just really love this movie. More dark, man. Uh, a lot of people probably go into this thinking, oh yeah, it's definitely more expensive. Well, actually, be a completionist. Really think about Cinematech. You really only got to get the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. You don't have to get the partner labels. There's just so much good partner label stuff coming out. Because it's not legitimate like Vinegar Syndrome stuff. It's being sold on their website. That's always get a kick out of it when people said I got the Vinegar Syndrome package and they show the Vinegar Syndrome stuff and 5 other titles came from partner labels. I'm like, no, you got the Vinegar Syndrome stuff and some partner labels. All that together isn't the Vinegar Syndrome package for them. Yeah, the last time they put one out, we got some a pack of cards, trading cards. This time we're getting a foldable milk carton insert. Gotta say, kind of digging that. Love the fact that they go the extra mile. Got a vinyl soundtrack for Summer of '84 as well. How many tracks are on the vinyl soundtrack of that one? Taking familiar tropes from the history of electronic music, Lamatos infused their work with so much energy and originality. I don't see how much is on there. Pressed across 2 LPs, essential score for synth soundtracks. Editions silver and black with a red splatter. I like that. Ricky, it's very much a dark film. It goes into some pretty dark places as well. Obviously, right? We'll get the Shadow Dead. I haven't spoken to Michael. Michael hasn't been around a while. I've seen some of his videos. I've been on some of his streams, but Michael hasn't shown up. I guess he's pretty busy. But nice to see him come back for a bit. So we got The Last Matinee right here. This is a pretty gory film, actually, guys. And we got Frankenstein, Day of the Beast, which I don't know anything about. It's good to see them come up and say, "Oh yes, we're gonna put some amazing stuff." Anybody know Frankenstein, Day of the Beast? I don't know that one at all. So maybe they'll say something down here. Arranged heavily in Montevideo on a Sunday in 1993. Particularly suspicious man enters the last screening of a horror film at a downtown cinema. The room, which is not very crowded due to the storm outside, slowly starts to get stained with blood. Anna, the projectionist's daughter, who's taken her father's place just for the night, is in charge of the show. In the darkness of the cinema, the spectators fall, one by one, to the hands of the killer. From the projection booth, Anna begins to notice that something strange is happening. A teenager and a boy who slipped into the room meet Anna as they try to escape. Together, they must face a sadistic and ruthless killer to save their lives and avoid a massacre in the matinee. Does that not sound awesome? They don't say anything but Frankenstein Day the Beast, by the way. But, that's gravy, man. This is a brand new partner label, by the way. This is Dark Star. So we got Frankenstein Day the Beast on there as well. I don't know anything. Is there a poster? Can I IMDb this? I got to find out. What the hell is Frankenstein Day the Beast? Here we go. 2011. You know the story, you've seen the movie, you think that it's impossible to have a new approach to Frankenstein. Think again. Wow, okay. Liking that. Adam Stevenson as Victor Frankenstein. We got Tim Kruger as a monster. Michelle Fields. Okay, so it's Frankenstein. I kind of want this one a lot, actually. Real low budget. That's right mild. By the way, there's some Howlin' Wolf stuff coming out. The Witching Season and They Live Inside Us, both coming out from Howlin' Wolf Records. Strongly recommend check. Look at that cover. How can you not want those? Are these not perfect for Halloween? And by the way, you haven't picked up Stone Morning yet? Make sure you do. It's really freaking good. So we got like a bunch of behind the scenes. We got 2 movies. We got like kind of short featurettes here, short films. Like these are really short films. They're like 1 minute long. The one's 19 minutes long. It's actually kind of cool. Storyboard kills. Solid package. Just have that much right now. We're almost getting to we're getting to a couple of ones that I'm kind of excited about. Hey, SJ, welcome, man. Thank you very much. So we got Knife Plus Heart by Altered Innocence, and my kids actually saw this movie. I think they watched this one on Shudder, or they watched this one somewhere anyway, and they loved it. They utterly loved it. They thought it was so amazingly well shot. It's such a beautiful looking film. Such a good movie, by the way. Such an underrated movie. We need to get a special edition Blu-ray Storm Warning out there. Dustin, it really needs to get done. No Stills Gallery for I'm surprised because Knife Plus Heart is an amazingly shot film. I haven't got to watch this one. I've seen bits of it, but I haven't seen all of it. And I watched the trailer. It looks amazing. Paris, summer 1979, and French pop star Vanessa. Oh, parodies. Okay, cool. Produces third-rate gay porn. After her editor and lover Lois leaves her, she tries to win her back by shooting her most ambitious film yet with her trusted flaming sidekick Archibald. One of her actors is brutally murdered, and gets caught up in a strange investigation that turns her life upside down. Shot on 35mm, love that. Featuring a killer retro score from M83. Yan Gonzalez's Knife Plus Heart is an ultra-stylish, blood-soaked ode to 70s era De Palma, Argento, and Friedkin. What do we got on here? Interview with the director and co-writer of the film. Short film Islands by the director. Music videos on here. A gothic video introduction by Pierre Emo. Sure what that thing is down there. International trailer, US theatrical trailer, Triple X trailer. Is there a Triple X version, or is that just done for the trailer? And other trailers. So super, super excited about seeing Knife Plus Heart coming on here. Camille Keaton boxer, the Severed Nun box set. We'll look at the Nun box set again in a second. Right now, Jason, I'd go with Camille Keaton. That's me. Certainly woke you up. Did you like it? Like, my kids loved it. Like, they utterly loved it. And they're not kids now, don't worry. So it's not like I had like 12-year-olds are watching Knife Plus Heart. No, my kids are adults. They're grown. So, champagne. Okay. This is the one, not gonna lie, this one intrigued me the most. This I'm excited about. Because the plot of this is insane. It is literally insane. After her fiancé Rod and half-sister Brandy are both brutally murdered, Champagne, a divorcee and exotic dancer from the wrong side of the tracks, use all the right moves to single-handedly take on the largest sex, drug, and back-to-school clothing ring in the country. back to school clothing. Gotta love that. Okay, mall ward. But when her best friend becomes addicted to booty bumps and is forced to work as a mall ward brand discount prostitute, okay, Champagne has no other choice than to go undercover and infiltrate the corrupt organization. Using an arsenal of disguises, plethora of kung fu moves, a cornucopia of one-liners, Champagne dances her way down the fast and furious road to revenge. Why are people negative on this one? Screw that negativity, Cinematheque. We got awesome. So we got deleted scenes, audio commentary, trailer, clips from the live stage show version. So there's a stage show version of this. So from what I've seen, it looks like we've got like a story term. It's like drag queens, burlesque performers in this one here. And I'm all that's awesome. Why are people negative on it, Cinematheque? Yeah, it does. I mean, like, seems like homage to John Waters. Doesn't this look like something like back in the day that Divine would have been in? We get some prudes that won't like this stuff, man. So you know what I'm talking about. But most of us here are going to be into this one. Well, I think we are anyway, right? And anybody grabbing this? I'm. If I don't get it now, I will definitely get it. I love Utopia as a company, by the way. I got to see it. I mean, like what I've seen, it looks good. How many John Waters movies, like initially got good reviews though? They don't. They just don't. Pecker didn't get good reviews. A lot of stuff didn't get good reviews. But we're seeing the Vinegar Cinema, like Jay said, go all out with their stuff. Amazing stuff for this month. What we've seen so far, amazing stuff for next month. We got Shatter Dead right here. And another of my Saturn's Core, so that's kind of cool. When an angel of death impregnates a mortal woman, the dead cease to die, and the world becomes inexplicably populated by morose and disenfranchised zombies. This is making me so happy tonight. I'm not gonna lie. These reading these titles are making me happy tonight. With the living, whose primary desire is to coexist with the living during their never-ending plight on Earth. So we got some emo zombies, zombies of the goth persuasion, determined to traverse through the dystopian landscape and return home to her boyfriend. The gun-toting Susan runs afoul of a carjacking, undead religious cult led by a mysterious zealot, a zealot known only as the Preacher Man. Did we have something else called the Preacher something recently in one of the other releases? With suicide now a pathway to eternal youth, Susan must grapple with her own mortality after discovering that her lover has gone through an ominous transformation of his own in her absence. With actors like Stark Raven. these got to be made up names. Robert Wells, Marina Del Rey, Flora Fana, Daniel Smalls Johnson, and John Wiener. All right. Okay. I don't know anything about this one. Apparently, Michael knows this one. I'm guessing he's seen it. He got like 3 other commentaries on it. That's pretty cool. We get an interview with the director, Scooter McCrae, and cinematographer Matt Howell in there. No Scars to Hide, locations that are now featurette, hosted by Michael Gingold. The Loner, an early short film by Scooter McCrae. Finished Scooter McCrae cable TV interviews, a car behind the scenes footage, blooper reel, vintage tour of the Shattered Dead house. I like that. God Still Hates You. That's the name of the interview. Okay. And that's even on the back cover, right? Some people got to be pissed off for this, right? Well, the Stark Raven Cinematheque. That sounds like listen to that. Stark Raven sounds like a made-up name as well. I think there's a couple made-up names in there. And there is one more because we actually have another Altered Innocence here. And that is Death of Nintendo. When I saw this, I thought, oh my God, this must be a one about a documentary about Nintendo. I got very excited. It's not. It's not at all, actually. 4 friends in the 1980s in Manila, Paolo, Mima, Kachi, and Gilligan go on a journey of self-discovery with his hopeless knot on a boat called Minnow. Together as they play games and wrestle with new dilemmas. A series of earthquakes leading up to Mount Pinatuba's historic volcanic eruption has been causing blackouts across the country, preventing the kids from playing their usual escape video games. After roaming the streets and getting beaten up by three boys, decide on traditional circumcision as the ultimate answer to their problems. Talk about your John Wiener. There you go with this. While Minu pines for Paolo, who is in love with a popular girl. Rhea Martin's debut features a colorful tapestry of adolescent angst and retro yearnings that is a true delight. Features on here include, and I'm not limited to, I got like 2 thumbs down. Karma, guys, karma. Thumbs up help, thumbs down. Shocking. No features, actually. Theatrical trailer, other trailers. Kind of disappointed in that, I gotta say. But, these are good releases, and, for the LGBTQ plus community as well, like, always great to see representation there. It was a Shiva Baby limited edition screen print. I think that was out before, though, wasn't it? Yes, pretty much extra stream, man. Oh. So there's some awesome stuff here. I can't like dig on the negativity at all for the stuff here that's coming out. Like, we got this coming out like in November. We got like Flesh for Frankenstein coming out. We got like Censor in November. And of course we got Creature. We got Jerry Argento's Trauma. And I quite new films going on, that 90s nostalgia. Yeah. We're in 2021. It's about time we got some 90s nostalgia going on, right? And I kind of dig that. But I don't know. Feature-wise, not a lot. Nothing really. So I'll probably John Wiener box set. Yeah, buy the John Wiener box set. Comes with circumcision included, right? Reminds me of Anthony Vinegar. Remember that guy? I cleared my throat and somebody left. There you go. You can never tell. Ticks in the box set definitely stand out for you. I mean, these are all good. I don't think there's a bad one in the bunch. And I sat down and I watched Devil's Story tonight. By the way, if you didn't get Devil's Story, if you're not a subscriber and didn't pick it up, man. What a cool release. It's insane. I really dug it. I was actually going to do like a review on Devil's Story tonight. But what I'll tell you right now is I watched the film and I watched the behind the scenes featurette. It's really freaking good. The director is a bit of an ass when some of the things he says to some people. I'll tell you this right now. The lead actress in Devil's Story is stunning. I mean, she is stunning, and she has held up extremely well, mind you. But my God, is she a stunning person? I'd watch her like running across the screen for 7 minutes, and sadly, Devil's Story ended her career, which was a shame actually. 'Cause she was good in it. She was good in the film. She was legitimately good in the film, and I would 110% say, yeah, it's worth picking up. I mean, her alone. She has a fan. She definitely has a fan in me. But how can you not want these? Like, I know it's a bit pricey in the pre-order, but it's not. It's like, because you get, like, look at this. Your October package gets the VSA. I don't get the VSA with mine. But this October package get the VSA. So you're getting not one, you're getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 films. You are getting 8 films. Oh, really? Is Stark Raven the real name? Is that like a real name? You're getting 8 films. You're getting a box set. You're getting a VSA. You're getting a double feature. You're getting a special 4K release. I was going to watch Shallow Grave tonight, actually, or Resurrection. Me and my cousin decided we watch Terminal Island and we watched Devil Story. There's a reason. Did you watch the documentary, Ricky, behind? Because the movie initially was only like 55 minutes long, and the director decided, oh, we can't put out a 55-minute long movie. So he's like started putting out like elongating scenes and putting scenes in there and like looping stuff up, and you can like see it. Uh, I think this or Ticks, like either one of these two, easily, easily the winners of this month, like easily the winners of this month. But that being said, Giallo double feature. I can't see anybody looking at that Giallo double feature and saying, "Well, I'm not quite sure." It's Giallo. Like you literally people went out and bought the like sight unseen have gone out and grabbed those forgotten Giallo sets and oh, I'm not quite sure. This Giallo, I like this one a bit, but it doesn't really have like it's not as sleazy as the Giallos I've seen. It's not as much nudity or stuff. There's no kind of gore in it. It's not exactly what what you expect from Giallos. Well, these here are kind of what you expect from Giallos. They're more slasher oriented. So people here that complain that there's not enough slasher stuff, for instance, on Vinegar Cinema Nights. Where's our slashers? What happened to the slashers? We want some lost slashers. Well, the double feature is 100% like Giallo crossover with slasher Jason. Yeah, you get a 4K release, you get a box set, you get a VSA, you get a double feature. Well, see, Arrow could still put Ticks out in the UK, right? They just wouldn't have rights to like. I'm not quite sure. Is Ticks? Maybe Vinegar Cinema has the worldwide rights. But I gotta say, they did it well. Like this isn't it's not like Ticks is like they didn't do an Olive. Where Olive puts it things where there's like barely any features on them. So you know that, right? No, they said, okay, Ticks is a cool movie. Let's like really go all out. The packaging is the bomb. You got like a bunch of features on there. They didn't just stick with that, like the one commentary type of thing. Hot Summer Nights. I think dude, it sounds familiar. I don't remember right now, but like here, it's like almost 3:00 in the morning. I got to work tomorrow, so this is probably gonna be a shorter video than normal. But I wanted to talk with you guys. I wanted to like share like my excitement with these releases, and I'm kind of glad that I did because I did have people reaching out to me that said, I'm collecting a bit. I've been bummed out a bit by like some of the negativity that they've seen. But the thing is, like, people have to be honest. They have to give their honest opinions on this. If they're looking at some movies and they're not their jam, and they don't like them, that's okay. It's okay for like that, for people to have like differing opinions on stuff or not to like things. It doesn't mean they don't like the company or anything like that. It just means it may not be their thing, may not be their style of film, and that's fine. Everybody's got their own taste. Everybody's if we all had the same taste, it'd be boring, right? But these here films, they all align with my taste. If I'm a Giallo fan, I'm a slasher fan. I love Camille Keaton's work. I like the psychological like thrillers. I love that type of stuff. So as soon as I saw Madeline on there, I'm like, yeah, that's my type. That sounds like my type. She's gorgeous, by the way. Amazing stuff here. Like this is a 2-disc one. Like I know some people said, well, how come it's not done like scanner cut? Well, it's not a 4K, and maybe those box sets with the extra cover, extra slip, the hardcover slip. Maybe that's a thing they're doing for like to highlight some of the 4K releases that aren't VSUs. Hey, they're Flip, man. It has been too long, Flip. We had got to get together sometime and collaborate soon. I've missed you, buddy. I've missed you on the channel. Flip has a great channel, by the way, and is an awesome, awesome dude. And if you're ever down his way, he makes some awesome pizza. Because I'm gonna when I go down there, that's where I'm gonna go. That's where I'm gonna have my pizza at. Buddy, you have been missed. Try to get together and do something over the. I was going to say holidays. Well, Halloween is like holiday to me. Over the month of November, November. Oh God, October. I got a weirder schedule right now. What do I think of Flesh for Frankenstein being over $50? I understand, like it's not everybody can grab everything. I'm lucky enough that I was able to get the subscription at the time because I'm fairly broke now. That's the truth, the matter. That's okay. We all go through those periods, right? But look at the release now. If this was a normal release for if this was a normal 4K release, year list again, we're definitely doing that, man. We are definitely doing that. And you and Brian did that last year, and I had a lot of fun with it. I got different thoughts this year as well. Hey there, Cos. Welcome, man. Australia, nice. I'm excited about the year list. I'm doing like my scorecards too this year. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you're going to get the scorecard, same as you did last year. All right, here we go. Flip, you made me want to kind of watch I kind of want to read some comics. You guys will make me want to read comics. Okay, so why is this more expensive than Pix, for instance? Well, let's like look at it. Let's dive in. We don't have all the features yet, so we don't know that. Well, first off, it's Flesh for Frankenstein by Paul Morrissey. I can tell you right now, this was a more expensive movie to acquire than Tix is. Tix is a fantastic little film. Flesh for Frankenstein is a classic, like artistic, insane, like film, and strongly adore it. That's me. I love Paul Morrissey's work. I love Blood for Dracula. Love Flesh for Frankenstein. Insane stuff. Udo Kier is great in this film, by the way. Let's dive into what it has, and then we'll see it there. So we got a 3-disc set for this one here. So already we're getting an extra disc on here. This is just a 4K release. Now, Tix, we got a 4K release, right? We got a 4K release. Got a Blu-ray. Fantastic. We got a 4K release, so there had to be a 4K remaster of this one done. In HDR too. We got a 4K HDR master of this film. We got a Blu-ray of this film. We got a 3D version of the film. And that 3D remaster would have cost money to do as well. So they would have worked the company to do a 3D remaster of this film as well. So you're going to get a flat version of the film. You're going to get a 3D master of the film. Why 3D? Because this movie was initially done and put out in 3D. You're getting a 4K release as well. Oh, exactly. And people like wonder, well, why didn't they just put out a Blu-ray release of this? I would be pretty sure that Andy Warhol estate and Paul Morrissey, no way in hell are they letting this movie come out in anything other than the best edition that it can come out in. That's like Radness comes out in 4K. Why? Because that's where they wanted it first. He wanted them to do a 4K edition of Rad. And, obviously other editions of Rad came out. I don't think the same thing is going to happen for Flesh for Frankenstein. This took a long time to get. Awesome, SJ. You will enjoy yourself with Flip's channel. He has a lot of great stuff, by the way. So make sure you check that out. He does amazing, amazing stuff. So, well, the thing is, Kaz, like Flesh, if you got a 4K player, Kaz, 4K is region free, unless the like is one of those like sketchy ones. Hey there, Matthew. Welcome, man. Nightmare Weekend. It is fun. Thank you. See, I get a lot of crap for like a Nightmare Weekend, but I'm kind of loving it, man. I love that one. Oh, they'll be definitely on the same level of error. I'm expecting maybe a vinyl come out of this one if they can do it. Maybe vinyl. Like, yeah, comparable to a price with more. I mean, like Severin put out like the soundtrack. Well, they're putting a extra 3D version of the film. That's pretty wicked, man. We don't know what the features are yet, but not only that, but Severin came out with their packaging and their gatefold packaging. This has unique packaging as well, so people kind of gloss over this part. But it comes in a hard case. So yeah, a deluxe hard shell case. Sorry about that. A deluxe hard shell case. Yeah, you're getting a 3D disc here, Kaz. You're going to get a 3D disc, a flat disc. You're going to get a 4K on it as well. It says here, by the way, Kaz, that not only is the 4K region free, but the Blu-ray discs are region free as well. And you know why that is? Because Vinegar Syndrome has the worldwide rights to Flesh for Frankenstein. Not just the rights in the US, or not just the rights in North America, the worldwide rights to Frankenstein. And the reason that Flesh for Frankenstein got leaked out earlier was because another company came out, kind of a sketchy company, said, "Oh, by the way, we know that Blood for Dracula is coming out from Severin. We're going to be putting out our edition of Flesh for Frankenstein in the near future." Vinegar Cinema were like, "No, you're not. Then we have all the rights to that one." The tier list for the Vinegar Cinema 20. Actually, you know what? I had this planned. So good call. But yeah, that is a plan. So I'll be doing that at the end of the year. Obviously. It's cool. I mean, like, we got a hard case for this one here. I'm willing to bet. Look at this. I love this artwork here. Love the way this is done. I'm willing to bet that this is embossed stitching. Like, 100%. Like, I'm thinking this is embossed stitching here, by the way. Cannibal Film tier list. I'll get to that eventually. I'm going to be like spacing out my tier list. And the reason I'm doing it is because I'm doing so many. I don't want to burn out on them, and like people just see me as a tier list channel. Like, again, we can actually talk about stuff. I can like space over a period of time. So the 3D disc, yeah, it should, because it's region free, man. So because they had the worldwide rights for this. So dude, I think you're safe, man. That's from everything they're saying right there. Look, it says right here, region info. 4K UHD is region free. Blu-ray discs region free. Full specs and special features. Go down the tier list. Oh yeah, a lot of mess in that one, Cinematech. A lot of mess in that one. But it's a great cast. It's a great film. It's well done. I mean, a 3-disc set, man. For certain titles like an Action USA or maybe a Rat or something like that, Tough Guys on Nest is actually fun. I think you're gonna find that one, Jake, man. It was surprising to me. Yeah, hopefully, Matthew, there's gonna be more coming in than the Cardona sets. When November comes around and they put up the subscription thing, they'll give you a lot of information. What's a GFJ Pro machine? I know I should know this, but I don't think I do. And it's Showgirls. Yeah, I mean, Jake, I love me some Showgirls, man. Not gonna lie to you. Blood is a little bit like slower than Flesh. Most people kind of dig like Flesh a little bit more over Blood. I like them both, but that's me, man. But people do tend to like freak out for Flesh just a bit more. Like things like Flesh for Frankenstein, like I don't expect this to be put up by other companies. It's not. Oh, Snapdragon. Yeah, man, so would have. Yeah, Jake, a lot of people, that's for a lot of people. Like I'm pretty much on even keel with both of these. But my dad, for instance, even my dad, who's a vampire like fanatic, would agree with Jake's like opinion when it comes to that. Like as Flesh being like the far superior film. Me, I gotta have them both. Like even if you think like Blood's a little slow, I'd say keep it in the collection, revisit it like later on, but don't miss out on Flesh because you think that that Blood was a little bit slowing. Like if you're interested at all, like you like things there. Resurfacing machine. Okay, thank you, man. I would say I knew exactly what it was, but I'd be lying to you, SJ. So there you go. But I do know what a resurfacing machine is. So that's always good. And we've seen like some. I want to make sure I don't see anything like bad on here, but see if we can see like a picture. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at the restoration. Now this is just like a picture on my screen. And my screen's not. My camera's not great. I got to get a new camera for this eventually when I can afford it. Right now, I can't afford jack crap. I can't even buy any of the partner releases this month because I just can't afford them. But look at this here. Look at the restoration. Gorgeous packaging. Oh, can't show that. Gorgeous restoration on this one here. Super impressed with Flesh for Frankenstein. By the way, that's a great question. Like, I'm not sure who asked it back there, but why is this one more? Well, I think it's pretty obvious because there's more. There's more to it. The packaging is definitely more. Hey, there's Sierra. Welcome, man. There is a more expensive packaging. It's a 3-disc set. There's 2 restorations, not just one that has to be done. We got a 4K restoration that needs to be done. Obviously, Blu-ray. That's easy to do. Hey there, Maddie. Welcome, man. Alone in the Dark. Did you like it? Hope you liked it. Such a cool film with Jack Shoulder. And did you get the Friday 13th like right in there? And you're getting a 3D restoration as well. So that's super cool. And we don't know what the features are yet. And I'm expecting some good features here. I'm expecting another Paul Morrissey interview, which is going to be super great. I'm probably shot at the same time. Saw Dracula and Frank on the big screen. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm jealous, man. Super jealous. I got to see Devil's Story here in my 55-inch TV. So you got the better deals here. By the way, Friday the 13th news came out with that. So you guys know about this, right? So Victor Miller won the latest lawsuit, and some people are very upset about the fact that Victor Miller won the latest lawsuit. Well, let's break that down for a second. So Victor Miller was the original writer for Friday the 13th. He wrote the original film, did it, and basically after so many years, as a writer of a film, a writer of something, original property, you can try to get the rights back to your screenplay. This is a very big deal among the creator community, and it can change a lot and do a lot of good right here. Plus, exactly, yeah, we got Murdoch in there, man, as the psychiatrist. But what else we get is people are saying, well, Victor Miller's not a really big fan of Jason, so maybe is this going to kill the Jason franchise? Is there not going to be any more Jason? Well, see, Victor Miller's got the rights to the Friday 13th, the original film, the intellectual property within the original film, and the title and the film itself. Now, Jason, as you know him, the adult Jason was pretty much created by Ron Mars in parts 2, 3, and 4. And Mars actually did some stuff on the original film as well. 2 and 3, actually, sorry. But so he's, and fortunately Mars has passed on, but I'm sure he would have been joining Victor Miller in the lawsuit type of thing as well. But Sean Cunningham doesn't like Jason any more than Victor Miller does. But Sean Cunningham is willing to go out there and profit off it. And what does that mean? Victor Miller, I think that if he did have, I think that what this means is if they're smart, Cunningham can stop the greed part right now, and they can settle this and make a deal, and we can start seeing we'll start seeing more stuff come out. Start seeing new Friday 13th film. We got Halloween coming out. We got all this stuff coming out. That is a peak time for Friday 13th to come out, but because there's greed going on. That's what it is. We're not seeing any more Friday 13th stuff coming out. All Sean Cunningham had to do in the first place was give Victor Miller some type of deal or some revenue, and this wouldn't have happened. Even Miller had a say in how Jason's picked. Does he dislike Jason? Trump is done. No, of course not. Same as Cunningham, man. Cunningham hates Jason. They both hated Jason. They both when they did Jason Goes Hell was being done. You can actually hear it on the commentary, the original commentary for Jason Goes Hell. One of the first things that Cunningham said to the director Adam Marcus was, "Get that damn hockey mask off him. Can we get the hockey mask off Jason? I hate the hockey mask." So neither one of them are huge Jason fans. Sean Cunningham did the first one. They both did the first one. They went on and did their own things. Did other things, together and separately after that. Steve Miner, definitely a bigger influence in the Friday the 13th films. Ron Mars, like I mentioned before, definitely a bigger influence in the Friday 13th films. No matter who gets the rights to this, I do think that as a creator, I'm as a content creator, as a guy that's wrote films, um, this is a big deal with Miller getting this, and trust me, Disney is watching this really, really closely. Uh, Disney's looking at this super close. And I think kind of Jake has kind of like hit on the spot there that it doesn't matter. Like if Miller gets it, is he going to say, "Oh, no more Jason movies"? Because I'm not a big fan of Jason. No, he's not. He's gonna go out and say, "Okay, let's make another film." What do I honestly see the franchise going? Another reboot, maybe direct sequel to Part One. I would actually like to see uh, yeah, like Adam Marcus. Not always like I know Cunningham denies it, but Cunningham has said before, like he went on and did other things. He didn't want to. Like even Tom Savini said, yeah, I didn't want to come back and do Jason because Jason was dead in the first film. We didn't see like the what what they could do with the Jason character. Cunningham will come back later. Oh, Alan, have a great night, man. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a great evening. But I actually do believe Adam Marks on that one too, man. I say that more than likely we get a reboot. 13 Family. I love Lark Park Lincoln. I wish she would have got along better. Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but there's rumors. Hey, Mr. Tony the Dead, welcome, man. I was rumors that she didn't get along with the actor Kevin Spirtus, who I really like actually. Uh, what they need, Jason, is that they need to get this, to get it out there to people that actually like it. And at this point, get that to some people that are going to hate me saying this. I get it to Blumhouse or someone like that. Someone's actually going to look at these films and say, you know what? Let's do quality with the films. People said, oh, Blumhouse got Halloween. It's going to be horrible. No, they actually said, okay, we're going to put quality to the films. I want a prequel. I really do want a prequel. I 100% want a prequel. I was disappointed when they said, oh, we're doing a Friday 13th movie. We're going back to the beginning. Like I love the reboot of Friday. Well, not really reboot, kind of like in between, whatever, reimagining Friday the 13th that came out from Platinum Dunes. So you're not going to hear me say a lot about Platinum Dunes films, but I really, really dug that one. Mr. Tony, awesome stuff by the way you've been doing lately. It's hard to do a sequel to the remake just because of the way they ended it. And I think you're right. It is too far removed to have that happen now. I think if anything, hey Jacob, welcome, man. You're going to get something much like along the lines of like a Halloween, where there's going to be a reimagining, a restart of it. I really hope that they take that and they say, well, there's some good stuff. Now, I didn't mind the Star Wars stuff, so I'll just say that. But let me put it this way. Look at Mandalorian, right? Look at Mandalorian. See, I'm the opposite. I think that the biggest cop out that ever happened in a Friday the 13th like comic spinoff type thing is taking the lies and making them into this drunk deadbeat character. Hate that idea. Hate it. I don't think that's the way Elias would have been at all, and I would never have done it like that. And yes, at one point, I was writing. I did write a script for a Friday the 13th sequel. Obviously, didn't get made, but I did write a script for Friday the 13th sequel, and I did have Elias in it, but he was not this like deadbeat, like drunk character that was done in comics. I really hated that. I thought it was a cop out. It's like when they did the new Halloween film. They said, well, look, his parents are like horrible. No wonder Michael's. What do I know about the new Halloween film coming out? I'm trying to know not too much. What I do know is people get super angry for super insane things. So Jamie Lee Curtis had on her Instagram, right? I would prefer that they went a different way. Like Jake can almost like make Elias this like pillar of the community type of guy, or pretty much somebody that's pretty much crushed by the neuroses of Pamela. I would have went that way. Did you ever see the or hear of? Well, I'm guessing a lot of people did because Riverdale's a thing. But there's a musical called Next to Normal, and I kind of want to went in that way with the character of Elias. So if you've ever seen or heard of Next to Normal, it's a musical about this woman who loses her child like very young as a baby, and she's bipolar and she has like delusions of her child, and now as a teenager in this perfect family, and it's not like that at all, but it's a great musical, fantastic. If you check it out, iTunes got it up there for like $15, really worth listening to. uh anyway, so and her husband was like this solid guy that like stood behind her even though she was completely losing her mind, and it's just really good. So that's why where I went with Elias, with this guy that looks kind of stood by no matter what, and it would have fit in with part six when you get Elias coming to the graveyard. See, I don't like that. I hate that, like, it's knocking up and leaving town type thing. I don't buy that, and I hate the comic book that did the end of the story. Uh, so I would say, that's my thought anyway. I just got my own reason on it. Can't be the best. I think it is because I think it's going to be an end. I think Halloween. I think this Halloween trilogy is a Halloween trilogy. I think there's going to be a beginning, a middle, and an end to this one, and they'll be going on when somebody else does a Halloween film because it's going to happen down the road. Uh, it'll be its own thing, and Halloween is not one where you can't like redo it or redo something or do something else with it, because you know what? Halloween's already gotten like what 3-4 timelines already, so not a big deal. If these three are three and they're kind of like go they stick in with part one, makes a quadrilogy of films. Say Michael, Laurie, they say they both die at the end. That can happen, right? Does that mean that we're not going to get a Halloween movie again? No, it's not. Of course not. We'll get another one. But I think that's the end of that series of Halloween films. It's the end of that, Michael. It gives Jamie Lee Curtis a chance to bow out gracefully, which Resurrection didn't get to do, which H2O would have done if they would have like left with that and said, okay, well, let's do our own thing. We'll find a way to bring him back and do a whole other thing to it. So I think that I do expect Michael Myers to probably die at the end of Halloween Ends, and I'll be okay with that because I know that they'll do somebody else and do their own vision of it, and we'll get another Halloween series eventually down the road. But we got a lot of Halloween films, man. It's not like we're if Halloween Ends comes out and it's like another 5-10 years before we get another Halloween film, like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Well, I guess at that point, Halloween Ends. Let's pick up with Friday 13th. The lawsuit should be settled by then, hopefully, so we can get some Friday 13th films out there. If you're a slasher fan, probably going to be something you're going to kind of dig. Halloween Kills get a novelization. Oh, dude, don't read it before you see the film. See, Michael's never been a Jason clone. I mean, only in the only ever in the Rob Zombie ones. Night Dance is really freaking good, man. Yeah, but you can't get another Donald Pleasance. That's the thing. Is there a possibility that Vinegar Sim got the rights to Della Morte Delamore, or is that more Severin? Either one of those companies could put it out. I would kill for Della Morte Delamore. I don't have that at all. I don't even have a DVD of that one, actually. I think Seamus put it in the UK. For those who don't know, Della Morte Delamore Graveyard, what's it called again in English? Only knows Della Morte Delamore. But it's part of the Dylan Dog comic series, and there was a movie that was made, and it's like insane and beautiful and gorgeous. We do need a new night. We need a new Nightmare film. I feel so bad that we got Rorschach playing playing Freddy and told Cemetery Man. Thank you, Maddie, man. And that he got such a bad script. I don't want Jason versus Myers. I really don't. I don't want any more versus stuff, man. I think he's depicted well in 4. I think, if anything, 4 is one of the ones where he gets depicted the best at. And I think he's the creepiest. And like, I love the mask in part 5. He's fairly creepy in part 6, but it's a bit insane all over the place. I hated Freddy vs. Jason. Like, I know a lot of people love it. Like, I don't want to say hate it. I can watch it. It's fun. But I've never. It's not. It's more of a. It's a Freddy movie. It's not a Jason movie. I'm a big Jason fan. Jay Simpson enjoys kills more, whereas Michael seems totally indifferent, like a machine. Yeah, I mean, like Jason. I don't know. I mean, like Jason's a stock. Like pretty much, he's. I think I see Jason, whereas kind of as a force of nature, where I see Michael as he kind of stalks his prey, and at certain points, like kind of he plays with the prey a bit too, like especially in the first film. He got the ghost mask on, a lot of stuff. You take him over Limberto Baba. Actually, I think they're both great, but I gotta. Well, he put out the one of my favorite movies, Stage Fright, which is amazing. Oh yeah, Freddy vs. Jason is fantastic for Elm Street fans. It's a kick in the balls for Jason fans. Hey JS, welcome, man. All of them, man, JS, across the board, every freaking single one of these here. I think this is one where you grab the package. 100%. This is when we grab the package. You got the Camille Keaton set. All in on that, man. Giallo double feature. I can't imagine anybody that likes Giallos or slasher films not wanting that. You get Ticks, the creature feature stuff. Gotta love that. And you get the Laughing Dead. If you're a gore fan, you're covered. Your bases are all covered, and the grave is there as well. As a VSA with a ton of people in it, got kind of a Tales from the Crypty type vibe. Grab that package. Yeah, there's the killer part. See, we are at a point right now where technology is super good. I mean, like even CGI, we got some good CGI. We got some bad CGI still, but like not just CGI, but CGI and practical effects are such a height. And to see like what they did with the Nightmare on Elm Street film, where it's the totally like I'm talking like the girl from Halloween, totally, where they kind of just take the character and mess with it and just I totally forgot what I was going to say. The totally thing just knocked me off. Yeah, they could have done a lot of good stuff. Then they were it was very boring. It was very very boring with what they did. Didn't like the Lady Dylan Dog film. The one with the guy from Superman, right? Brandon Riley. Anything Italian is a must buy. I agree with you. Well, pretty much. If it's Corona's not town. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yes, it is. Partner label stuff's amazing too. This month we got a ton of good partner label stuff. There's not much there that I don't want to grab. I really like Jason Rising. I really, really did. I thought it was really cool. And that rest in peace, Richard Brooker. I really liked the Friday 13th remake, and a lot of people didn't like it. I actually did a video of verses on Fat Samurai Guy's channel, talking about the Friday 13th versus the Halloween remake. And I said by far and large, Friday 13th was a way better, way more faithful remake, and did a better job of it. I 100% agree. Get back to that, like to the original look of Jason. I kind of want the jacket to go. I really do. There's a lot of killers that can have the jacket and stuff like that. Jason, we don't need the jacket. We don't. But yeah, well, I'm a big fan of there's so much good stuff there. We got like Richard Burgi in it for like Hollywood Minute, which unfortunately I think was longer. Partner label stuff are usually included in the Black Friday sale. And the only thing that won't be included, Tough Guys with Dance is 2 new videos, so it'll be 50% off. So that won't be one of the 50% off ones. That just came out last month. He's such a grandmother. I can just imagine that, like perfect nipple placement. Yeah, that'd be awkward. Don't feel bad. I was um, watching a movie with my mom, all right? And it was what's that, American Beauty, what it's called. And it literally starts out with a scene with Kevin Spacey in the shower. And you know what he's doing. So most awkward, like 30, 45 seconds with my mom's that one there. Yeah, Super Finger Scott Pilgrim. Brandon Routhman do some great stuff. I recommend checking out like his stuff with Legends of Tomorrow if you like that type of stuff. He's really good in that. But yeah, he was not helped with the script of Dylan Dog, unfortunately. But something he could have done better. He could have followed up on with some even better stuff. But I would 100% say, yeah, you're not going to get like that. You're probably going to get stuff along the lines. Let me show you here. So, through the dark, through the fire, there won't be the lamp. Yeah, maybe that'll be on sale. What month is this game at? Killer Delight. Yeah, Killer's Delight will probably be on sale. Scanner's Cop. That would be a very awkward film to watch with your mom. But you won't see stuff like Girl School Screamers won't be on sale. Whatever It Takes won't be on sale unless you've got like you're subscribing a coupon. I was unsure that I was going to like the supernatural aspect of Jason Rising, but I kind of dug it. Alien from LA, which is one that I thought I was going to hate. I actually loved it. That's going to be on sale. But stuff like the newer stuff, like Phantasm, unfortunately, won't be. I think it should be. I agree. Warlock, this is a great month. Like for me, it's a great month. You do. Those Scanners Cop ones are the bomb, man. I love those Scanners Cop films. I thought, okay, this is gonna be fun. Maybe I'll watch them again. I won't like them so much. Sat down, watched them with my cuz. Watched them over a couple of days. A new slip cups or order titles. What might we get? What don't we have now? What are we missing? What hasn't got a slip at this point? Like, they're gonna eventually run out of them. I'm trying to think. I don't know, Matt. I'll be honest with you. Over the month of as we get closer into the month of November, I will be going we'll be deep diving, man, into like Vinegar Syndrome like crazy. I'll be doing my Vinegar Syndrome collection review update. I'm gonna be I'll be looking at all the limited editions. We'll be going through all the stuff. I'll be giving you like buying guides as well. We'll go through all the different stuff with the Vinegar Syndrome. I'll just make like kind of a month out. I wasn't satisfied right with my halfway subscription last month. I think this month has made me satisfied. And what next month is going to be. Have I seen Turtle? Yeah, Slumber Party Massacre looks freaking awesome, man. The Bees. Well, actually, the Bees going to cover. Graduation Day is probably one of the most requested ones that hasn't got a slip yet. So I figure Graduation Day is a strong possibility for this November. Top mom scenario. Well, stepmom scenario. You don't want to be one of those taboo film type things, right? Massage parlor murders. Yeah, that could actually use a slip, actually. Dude, you still got your September package yet? You're a subscriber, aren't you, CR? Oh, Black Friday was amazing. And I'm going to do it the same way I did last year, by the way, guys. I'm going to have Disconnected on here for the Black Friday stuff, by the way. Uh, I may even try to get another special guest in too, but I'll have Disconnected on it for sure. So fingers crossed, everything goes okay. And I'll do like a pre-show that I can do on my regular channel. And then I'm thinking I might do a big show on my Patreon channel where we're going to do where the unveiling stuff happens. We see the other stuff. I'm still collecting all the VSAs. Oh, Stuck in Transit sucks. I know what that's like, man. Grave Robbers is such a good film. It's like a Friday the 13th film, man. I think Kathy Ireland's voice is perfect for the film. Alien from LA. Madman doesn't have Slip yet? Okay, yeah. That Madman and Graduation Day are two ones that are prime for Slips. Because when you realize the type of film that like Alien from LA is and the style of character. Hey there, Paul. Welcome, man. It is, isn't it? Like I don't think I've seen these. I think I've seen I don't think I've seen Madeline. It shipped on Friday. Mine shipped and not only did it ship, but it told me it was going to be here on the 7th of October, and I got it last week. It came super early. So fingers crossed it stays like that. Because if there's more of by the way, I'm not down with the Cardona stuff, but if there is more of the thank you, Cam, by the way. We got a new patron here, and thank you so much. There's a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of surprising stuff here coming up soon, actually. I feel the orange slip. I actually do remember that. So the slips for Debbie's, is that the reason that it got delayed? So I'm guessing more like your completion package, right? I got the exploitation package. That's probably why mine came quicker than yours did. You're probably waiting for Debbie Does Dallas. If I'd gotten the completionist package, like my better have wanted me to do, I kind of regret it. Then I probably would have waited. I probably would have been waiting same as you right now. And I'd be okay with that because I would love to have Debbie Does Dallas part 2. And the Phantasm double feature. But there's so much good stuff. Like this Camille Keaton box set, man. Again, all over this. Thank you, Cam, man. Thanks a lot. Hopefully you'll enjoy the stuff that we're doing on the Patreon there as well. And feel free to dive into the order stuff. I did a scorecards for every film company last year. I'll be doing those again this year, so they'll be updated and different. Exactly. Ticks. Who's not excited? Everybody's excited for Ticks, right? I think most everybody's excited with Laughing Dead as well. Like us old, especially us older, like Gorezone, like fans. People who grew up like reading like Fangoria and Gorezone. Like Laughing Dead is one that we went for a while. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford it, Sierra. Like, to be bluntly honest with you, I'll see how things go, but I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to grab it this year. But I would love to. I was iffy on it, but again, I had to print this one, new slips. Can't put together. It's a great cover. We got like nothing underneath too. I think some people are gonna like. I would definitely recommend Summer '84. Hey there, Dave. Welcome, man. I did see the Evil Dead release. Because it's Lionsgate, I'm not excited. So it should be though. Facebook floats I Love Films release. I can imagine. It depends. I mean, like if it's an out of print one, they won't rerun the slips. The slips, when the slips go. But if it's an out of print disc, not often. I mean, like very rarely. Sometimes you see it come back like a Disconnected. Remember that one? Disconnected came back. But normally, like I'm Vinegar, you're not going to see a lot of stuff coming back. Once it goes, it goes. But for the, but when it comes to a lot of this stuff, a lot of it's like, okay, once the slip cover goes. You do need to come on, man. It would be much appreciated. I'm going to be putting a lot more stuff on the Patreon page in the upcoming days, too. There's a lot of... How many part labs are there? Here we go. There is Altered Innocence, Agfa, Circle Collective, Dark Star, ETR Medias, Fun City Editions, Gunpowder and Sky, Music Box Selections, Pulse Video, Saturn's Core, Subculture USA, TerraVision, and Utopia. Out of those, I really into Agfa. I really love Fun City Editions. Love Utopia stuff. Loved what I saw from Saturn's Core and do want to get more of their stuff. And God, there's so many others that I want to check out as well. Partner labels can definitely be a bit on the confusing side. Yeah, Ricky, 100%. Summer of '84, especially now that I know it's got like a milk carton. That's really cool. I think you get them around like close. I said they'll be shipped out more than likely before Halloween, and you'll probably get them probably like about the week before. Are you really, man? Oh, okay. Did they really have a lot of out-of-print titles though, Maddie? When it comes to Vinegar Syndrome, there's like not like that that's like out of print. Well, unless it's one of the Blu-rays, or if it's a DVD edition that's still in print. They don't normally take titles that are already out of print. They'll take films that are kind of back catalog titles and do like a slipcover of those, right? So basically, Madman. That's Christmas Evil. You see them in the older section. They're a lot cheaper to buy, and for a lot of time, people go in there and they grab those and get those early releases. Now people wait to say, because like, oh my God, what if this gets a slipcover? What if I want the slipcover edition of this one here? Tarantino, that'd be interesting actually. I'd be very interested in Tarantino, seeing what he do with the label again. He had them before though, right? Like, because he put out like Mighty Peking Man and Switchblade Sisters and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to see what he does again, because he likes weird films like me. I would be very interested, Warlock, in seeing a Rudy Ray Moore box set come out. Just to put my Rudy Ray Moore films in. If I could buy like the box on its own, that's that would be awesome. They could like theme it, right? They could do like a box for Rudy Ray Moore. They could like do a box for like a couple of the releases. Rolling Thunder. There you are, Sierra. Thank you. They could do like maybe do like a box set for a big box for some Giallo stuff, maybe. After done the Disney tins, 15 to go. Yeah, it's dude. When you get there, I'm there, man. It is such a satisfying feeling. The last one to pick up, Taboo. Exactly, you do Taboo 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. And wouldn't you love to see like a box set for like some of the adult titles as well? That'd be cool. Pure Cinema is a really good podcast, by the way, guys. There's some great podcasts out there. Pure Cinema, just to this podcast, Cobwebs, VHS. God, there's so many great podcasts. Linnea Quigley's another thought. But guys, with that being said, I sadly say I have to work in the morning. So unfortunately, that means nowadays I'm working on Sundays. So that's gonna be a hard sell nowadays, Ricky. I don't think it's the first shot on video release, but it's probably the first shot on video release that definitely not. Like Psycho Girl Sisters, that was shot on video, right? Saturn Core stuff's pretty much all shot on video. Yeah, he does over 100 films. Look through them, man. Look through them. Anyway, I am Aaron. I want to thank you all so much for coming in tonight and joining me here, doing a late night video. Hope you guys didn't mind a late night video tonight. I wanted to come in here. I wanted to get some. This is it. No, this is my night job. My day job is boring. So we'll talk about that. It's not what this is what I want to be doing eventually. But hopefully, Cam, one of these days, this will be my job. But until then, the day job's got to come too. I am Aaron. You are the Call to Cinema. You guys rock. As always, by the way, guys, have a fantastic weekend and have an amazing time. Like, share, subscribe, join the Patreon. Be like Cam. Be cool. Uh, if you want to hit the donate button and do that, fantastic. You do. If you can't, that's okay. Thank you for coming in. I really, really appreciate seeing you guys here tonight and every night that you come in. And I look forward to seeing you again. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to be kind. So be kind to yourself and to one another. And as always, right here in the Call to Cinema, there is another movie. See you soon. And enjoy your 31 Days of Horror.